Why is it that the person who talks the least is the one who controls the room? Here is a nightmare you live every day. You are in a conversation, but it does not feel like a conversation. It feels like a cage fight where your hands are tied behind your back. Every word you say is twisted. Every defense you offer is used as evidence against you. You are exhausted. You are confused. You feel like you are going insane. You try to explain yourself. You try to use logic. You try to show them how much they are hurting you. And they just smile, or they play the victim, or they tell you that you are too sensitive. You leave the interaction feeling drained, empty, undefeated. And the worst part, you know it is going to happen again tomorrow. You are losing because you are playing by their rules. You believe that if you just find the right words, if you just explain it clearly enough, they will finally understand. You are wrong. They understand perfectly. They are not confused. They are not deaf. They are feeding. The manipulator, whether it is a narcissist, a toxic boss, or a family member, is an emotional vampire. They do not want your logic. They want your reaction. Your anger is fuel. Your tears are wine. Your justification is entertainment. As long as you keep talking, you are keeping them alive. Today, we are going to teach you the most dangerous skill in the world. We are going to teach you how to win by doing absolutely nothing. We are going to teach you the art of silence. We are going to show you how to starve the beast until it panics, withers, and leaves you alone forever. Stop fighting fire with gasoline. It is time to suffocate the flame. Welcome to the void. Welcome to the watcher. Before we give you the weapons, you must understand the battlefield. Why does talking back never work? It is because of a psychological concept called JADE. This stands for justify, argue, defend, explain. When a normal person is accused of something, their instinct is to JADE. If someone says, "You are so selfish," your instinct is to say, "No, I am not. I did X, Y, and Z for you yesterday." In a healthy relationship, this works. In a toxic relationship, this is a death sentence. When you justify, you are telling the manipulator, "I value your opinion of me. I need you to agree with me." You are handing them the authority to judge you. You are putting yourself on trial. And you just made them the judge and the jury. Every time you argue, you are giving them data. You are showing them exactly what buttons to push to get a rise out of you. Every time you defend, you look guilty. Every time you explain, you look weak. The king never explains himself to the peasant, but you are explaining yourself to the tyrant. The manipulator operates on intermittent reinforcement. This is the same psychological trick used in slot machines. Sometimes they are nice. Sometimes they are cruel. You never know which version you are going to get. This unpredictability creates a chemical addiction in your brain. You stay in the argument hoping for the jackpot. The moment they finally say, "I am sorry," they will never say it. They will keep pulling the lever, and you will keep spinning. To escape the casino, you must stop playing the game. You must become a ghost. Here are the 5 levels of the silent protocol. The competitor calls this controlling your emotions. That is too soft. We call this the grey rock method. Imagine a grey rock sitting in the middle of a forest. If you kick it, it does nothing. If you scream at it, it does nothing. If you cry on it, it does nothing. It is boring. It is unyielding. It offers no stimulation. The manipulator wants narcissistic supply. They want to see your face turn red. They want to hear your voice crack. That reaction tells them they matter. It tells them they control your reality. You must sever the connection between your ears and your face. The protocol. When they insult you, Imagine you are a scientist observing a lab rat. Do not react. Do not sigh. Do not roll your eyes. Keep your face completely slack. Relax your jaw. Unfocus your eyes slightly. They say, "You are the worst partner I have ever had." Your internal monologue says, "Interesting." The subject is attempting to provoke a response using hyperbole. Your external reaction is, "Nothing." Wait 3 seconds. Then give a non-response. "Okay, I hear you. You are entitled to your opinion." Interesting. Say it in a monotone voice, like you are reading a grocery list. Do not offer a counter-argument. If they escalate and say, "Oh, so you do not care," you are just going to sit there. You say, "I have nothing to add." Watch what happens. Their brain will panic. They expected a fight. They prepared their ammunition for a war. And you just gave them an empty room. They will try harder. They will get louder. They will say the most hurtful thing they can think of. Hold the line. This is called an extinction burst. It is the tempered outcome of a child who realizes the vending machine is broken. Let them scream. Be the rock. Eventually, they will realize there is no supply here. They will get bored, and they will move on to an easier victim. Once you have mastered the grey rock, you are ready to go on the offensive. You are going to use silence as a mirror. Manipulators love to ask rap questions or make passive-aggressive comments. They rely on the social contract. The social contract says that if someone speaks to you, you must speak back immediately to avoid awkwardness. We are terrified of awkward silence, so we rush to fill it with words. We babble, we apologize. The protocol: when they ask a rude question or make a snide comment, do not answer. Look them dead in the eyes. Maintain eye contact and count to 4 in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 seconds is an eternity in a conversation. During those 4 seconds, the pressure builds. The silence becomes heavy. You are forcing them to sit in the stench of their own rudeness. You are silently saying, "Did you really just say that?" Usually, they will break first. They will start backpedaling. "I was just joking. Don't be so serious." After the 4 seconds, you have 2 options. Option A: continue the silence and go back to what you were doing. Option B: ask a clarifying question with 0 emotion. They say, "You have put on weight, haven't you?" For seconds of silence, you say, "What is your intention with that comment?" They will stutter, I was just concerned about your health." You say, "It sounded like you were trying to be rude. Was that your intention?" Now they are on the defensive. You have flipped the script without raising your voice. You have exposed their subtext. Manipulators hate light. They operate in the shadows of implication. When you force them to explain their rudeness, sometimes the manipulator wants something from you. They want your time. They want your money. They want a favor, and they will not take no for an answer. They will use the white rap. You say, "I cannot do that." They say, "Why?" If you give a reason, they will argue with the reason. If you say, "I am tired," they will say you can sleep later. If you say, "I have no money," they will say, "I will lend you some." As long as you give reasons, they can argue with the reasons. The protocol: stop giving reasons. Pick one short phrase. "I am not able to do that. That doesn't work for me. I am not going to discuss this further." They say, "Come on, just this once." You say, "I am not able to do that." They say, "You are being so selfish." You say, "I understand you feel that way, but I am not able to do that." They say, "I thought we were friends." You say, "That doesn't work for me." Do not change the phrasing. Do not change the tone. Become a robot. A robot cannot be guilt-tripped. A robot cannot be bullied. The repetition sends a clear message. The negotiation is over. There is no new information coming. The door is locked, and you have swallowed the key. This is exhausting for them. It takes high energy to manipulate. It takes low energy to repeat a phrase. You will outlast them. We value what is rare. We despise what is abundant. If you are always available, if you answer every text in 3 seconds, if you always pick up the phone, your value is zero. You are a commodity. Manipulators treat people like appliances. They expect the toaster to work when they push the button, when you treat them badly. But you stick around. You are teaching them that the price of your presence is cheap. You must increase your price. The protocol, when they cross a line, implement a soft block. Do not announce it. Never say I am not talking to you anymore. That is dramatic. That is emotional. That is a challenge. Just fade. Reply to text 6 hours later, then 12 hours later, then the next day. Give short answers. Decline invites. I have plans. Do not explain the plans. Remember, the king never explains. When you remove your attention, they will feel a narcissistic injury. They will panic. Where did they go? Why aren't they chasing me? They will suddenly become nice. This is called love bombing. They will bring gifts. They will be charming. Do not fall for it. This is a trap. If you go back to normal immediately, you teach them that being nice for 5 minutes buys them back your soul. Maintain the distance. Make them work for your attention. Train them like a dog. Bad behavior equals you disappear. Good behavior equals you are slightly present, but still distant. Eventually, they will realize that the old buttons do not work. The toaster is unplugged. This is the most advanced technique. Manipulators love the double bind. This is a situation where you lose no matter what you do. Example, if you stay silent, they say, "Why are you ignoring me? You are so immature." If you speak up, they say, "Why are you so emotional? You are crazy." Heads they win. Tails you lose. Most people try to choose one of the options. They try to prove they aren't immature, or they try to prove they aren't crazy. You cannot win inside the logic of the double bind. You must step outside the logic. The protocol. Call out the game. This is called meta communication. You stop talking about the content of the argument and start talking about the structure of the argument. They say, "If you cared about me, you would do this." The trap is if you do not do it, you do not care. You say, "I notice that every time I say no to a request, you question my love for you. I am not going to play that game." They say, "You are crazy." You say, "It seems like whenever I express a feeling you do not like, you label it as crazy to avoid discussing it." That strategy is not going to work anymore. By naming the tactic, you neutralize it. It is like a magician showing the audience how the trick is done. Once you see the wires, the magic is gone. You are telling them, "I see what you are doing. I see the blueprint, and I am not participating." Finally, you must understand why you were targeted in the first place. Manipulators do not target the weak. They target the agreeable. They target the people who have high empathy, the people who want to help, the people who define their worth by how much they give to others. You are a host. They are a parasite. To stop the infection, you must boost your immune system. Your immune system is your self-validation. As long as you need them to tell you that you are a good person, they own you. As long as you are afraid of being the bad guy, they own you. You must become comfortable with being the villain in their story. Let them tell people you are cold. Let them tell people you are selfish. Let them tell people you changed. Wear those accusations like armor. Yes, I have changed. I stopped being the doormat. You must build a life that is so full, so rich, and so exciting that their opinion of you becomes irrelevant noise. Go to the gym, read philosophy, build a business, make new friends who respect boundaries, build a fortress of solitude where you are the king. When you are full of your own life, the manipulator has nothing to offer you. They cannot threaten you with leaving, because you do not need them. They cannot threaten you with disapproval, because you approve of yourself. There is a shift happening in you right now. You are realizing that you have held the power all along. The manipulator is not a monster. They are a toddler. They are a toddler throwing a tantrum because they cannot control you. And you are the adult. You do not negotiate with toddlers. You do not argue with toddlers. You set the boundary. You lock the door, and you let them scream until they fall asleep. The next time they try to bait you, remember the grey rock. The next time they ask a trap question, remember the 4 seconds of silence. The next time they demand an explanation, remember the robot. Do not give them your anger. Do not give them your tears. Give them the only thing they deserve. Give them nothing. The most dangerous person in the room is not the one shouting. The most dangerous person in the room is the one who listens, thinks, and says nothing. Be that person. Be the void. We are Mind Ministry, and we are watching.